I'm standing in what used to be the McLaren family home. They allowed us to be in their home for this 10 o'clock show tonight. And I'm standing in what used to be their front entrance. Their front door is now in their front yard, flung that way. But then if you come inside here, inside their home, you can see that the back wall has been just blown out in the other direction. Insulation hanging down, the roof a complete disaster. Let's go in this front room here. You'll see that the front window is now on this wall. Same with their dining room table. Their blinds that were on that front window are right here, and the chandelier that once hung there is now here. But then come here. Come to this front bathroom, and you can see that despite those 170-mile-per-hour winds, that painting is still perfectly hung in place. Incredible. The McLarens were not home when this tornado hit. In fact, they were actually following the storm on our news app, and they feel very thankful that they were not here, and they are thankful that they're alive tonight. Here's Tucker and here's Graham McLaren, and these photos, you know, they don't have them in a cloud somewhere. They just have prints of them, and that's what people want. Now I'm in what used to enter their kitchen. This used to be their garage. Insulation is just kind of thrown everywhere, and if you come down here, there's some bricks here that were once in their chimney. This, though, for me, really stands out. A huge beam was just tossed around. I mean, you know how strong these things are. They hold up houses. 170-mile-per-hour winds just flung this beam. It's just incredible. But yeah, as you said, just remarkable that no one died despite all of this damage. So many people are thankful that they are alive tonight. We are going to continue our team coverage here starting in the morning at 4:30 on our morning show. Keep it right here on KCTV 5.
Soak it all in, brother.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That comeback, you know, just when you thought they were down 20-10, people were doubting. And when Mahomes was throwing an interception, you didn't think it was possible. But folks, it is possible. Kansas City Super Bowl champs. The score is going to be 31-20. Wow. Andy Reid getting it done in Miami. We want to go live out to Betsy Webster, who is live at Power and Light, where we have seen people, Betsy, crying, screaming, taking selfies because they are in the moment there. They are witnessing history, and they're doing it together, which is even better. Some of these people came at 5 in the morning. They got in line at 5 in the morning because they wanted to witness history. So they've been there basically all day, all night, and now, wow, this is the payoff for that. There are fireworks going off near the plaza, off by the Liberty Memorial, off by Union Station. I believe there might be some over by Arrowhead too, but look, yes, Union Station lit up. And right now you're looking live at the coronavirus case tracker worldwide. It's going up by the minute, just over 113,000 people infected around the world. There are travel restrictions in place now. In fact, those has been expanded to all of Italy at this point. Most of the confirmed infections and deaths, though, have been in China. The next biggest hotspots are in Italy, as I mentioned, Iran, and South Korea. And governments there are taking extreme steps right now to control the epidemic. For example, in South Korea, the government is now using this tracker here. It's an app, and it is solely based on GPS. It will monitor people who are quarantined, and if those people should leave their designated location, the system will set off an alarm. The app will be implemented later on this week, so they are not messing around right now in South Korea. More than 500 people in the U.S. have tested positive across the country now, and a cruise ship carrying several sick people has finally reached land. Skylar Henry has the very latest. Does his administration deserve credit for what's happening right now? We heard him use the word inclusive. That happened right after, though, he didn't shake Nancy Pelosi's hand. And then at the end, she snubbed him by ripping up the speech. So he said inclusive. Do you think this speech was inclusive? Or because a lot of people would argue that this is the most divisive administration we've seen.
Understandable.
A high school assistant football coach accused of shoving and choking a student at Liberty North and getting a new job in Odessa is out of a job again, but it may not be for long. Today, Miles Hoshard appeared in court. We want to give this story, though, some perspective. In Missouri, if a student is charged with a crime, they have to sit out of every game until court proceedings wrap up. If the student doesn't report their charges to the school, then they're not allowed on the football field for an entire year. But in this case, Hoshard, a teacher and coach, had criminal charges filed against him, and nothing happened. Everyone is making Super Bowl predictions. Just listen. Alexa, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs are favored to win it, but the 49ers are on a gold streak. My prediction? The 49ers will be joining the Patriots and Steelers with a six-pack of Super Bowl wins.
Alrighty. Hike.
Not so sure about that prediction, though. Anyway, as our Greg Payne tells us, some are turning to one of the longest-running TV shows for a prediction. And we have seen some great displays of Chiefs spirit. This, though, might be the cutest. Classes at Ravenwood Elementary in Olathe have decorated their classroom doors to look like the Chiefs players. So we have Travis Kelce right here. Then we have defensive player Frank Clark. And then if you come on over here, you can see we have, of course, the reigning MVP, Patrick Mahomes, number 15. This, I think, is my favorite, though. Andy Reid, head coach Andy Reid. Yeah, he's looking pretty good there on that classroom door. All right, Gary, what do you think about this? This is awesome.